Rolling.
Sharp. We got a present in the mail. That's not the side I wanted to show you. This is the side I wanted to show you. It's the R2. Look at that. I'm really excited. What would it have that would need that? Please use the air pump, otherwise the temperature is too high to catch fire. There's a piece of leather. And let's take a look inside. Oh, the box is actually pretty nice. Look at that. There's the rest of my little,
zooming in real quick.
little material section there.
Nice.
Kind of cool.
Small little guy.
It's a little guy.
I think I expected it to maybe be bigger, but again, I kind of forgot what it was, so.
Okay.
Oh, more materials.
So there's the packaging. I like it right off the bat.
Yeah.
Feels like a real thing. Let's see, a 2 megapixel camera, 6 safety protections, image extraction. I'm assuming that's some kind of trace. There's the machine, it's enclosed. The box actually has like handles on the side.
Oh, that's
Pick
nice.
it up and take it when you need it. And on the back, we have some features. Dedicated app for easy use. We like that. Fully assembled and ready to use. We also like that. Visual positioning, adjustable screen. I wonder if this has like a built-in OS, like the Algo.
Yeah, maybe.
Would be interesting. Efficient ventilation for a clean workspace. It's pretty standard, and light blocking cover for safe observation. So, pretty standard, but standard's okay if executed well. We'll open it up. And let's take a look at the packaging here. So we've got our emergency stop right off the bat there. There we go. Oh, we got more goodies at the bottom there. They sent a lot of testing materials with this.
Yeah,
it
they
is like the most testing materials we've gotten with a laser in a while. All the standard stuff. It looks like opaque black acrylic, a lot of wood, a lot of like aluminum tags and things like that. And let's take a gander at the actual machine here.
There's some bright orange. Is that styrofoam?
Oh,
it's under the
acrylic.
Got it.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really orange styrofoam.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. And there's the top. You can see this strip in the center is where that camera is going to be, so you'll get like that top-down view. We've got a power switch up here. It's like an identical power switch to the Laser Master 3. They're reusing it there, which is fine. It's a good power switch. If we take a look, let's just check the sides and front and back here. So here is our articulating screen. It's just got a little bit of motion, but I appreciate it. It's nice. The sides look completely bare. And then if we come around the back here, we have a lock. So it's got a keyed ignition, which is good. We like seeing that. For safety, we have an expansion port for rotary, reset button, a boot button, 24 volt barrel power jack, 2 USB-Cs, one for camera and one that just says USB. There's a small button back here that says clear, which I'm not really sure what that's for. And then we have a TF card slot. That's just a micro SD card slot. Here you can see your fan. I'm sure that the extension for this to come out is inside the laser. And we have external air assist, which is nice. So we can put any air assist on this that we want. But that's it for the outside of the machine. Really pretty straightforward. Let's take a look at it. Oh, that was satisfying.
That was good.
Yeah, it was nice and clean. Okay, so we'll open it up here, and it looks like the camera's got its own foam insert, which is good. We've got some documentation here in a nice package. It's got like X-Tool vibes for sure on that. And if we slide that out, let's just take a quick look at what's inside. QR code if you want to download the app. Inside here, let's get a quick look at the manual. There is English in here, which is nice. I don't know how good it is. A lot of them just don't have it. Removal of air tubes, cut the ties.
I mean, the fact that there is a manual.
Yeah, I do like having like a paper manual
What's it
for
called?
sure.
The other laser, the Monport, didn't have anything.
Yep, insert the TF card before turning on the computer. I mean, it's readable for sure, and there's lots of pictures, so that's actually pretty nice right there. Let's see, for light burn, oh, this is a material settings list. Check that out. That's pretty wicked. So it's actually in just like a giant, it's like a giant sheet that you can hang on your wall like a poster.
Nice.
Of just a bunch of different settings for a bunch of different materials, which is pretty cool. And they do it for all the different modules that you could have on a machine like this too. So this is actually really handy. This is probably the best thing I've seen in a long time. I really, really like that.
Yeah, have you seen any other lasers do that?
I haven't seen any other lasers do that. They also have one for light burn and one for laser gerbil. This, I'm assuming, is some kind of camera alignment device of some sort, but we'll have to read the instructions there a little bit more. Then inside we've got some styrofoam with some very basic safety glasses. We've got our power cord, USB-C to A, USB-C to A. We have our brick. Feels heavy. It's good. I like that. Inside here, some air accessories. Yeah, things for air stuff. This appears to be some sort of focal stick for
It's nice that we don't have to cut our own.
Yep, indeed. And then we've got another layer here with an exhaust hose, which is cool. I feel like you don't usually get hose. Usually you just get this bit here at the end. It's got a nice hose clamp on there. Ooh, lots of tools. Ortur really doesn't skimp on the tools. They give you everything you need. I have a whole drawer out in the back that's just full,
Ortur stuff.
Overflowing with just stuff like this from Ortur. Yeah. So lots of stuff in here, guys, that I'm sure we're gonna need while we're setting things up. We have the exhaust hose here with the end point that we're going to have to mount onto the back of the laser itself. We've got some knife bed blades if you plan to do any cutting, an air compressor for air assist included, very nice, air hoses, and wow, they sent us 2 modules. Did you know we were getting 2 modules with this?
You know, I maybe did.
Let's see what our module situation is here. So if I get down here, this is the LU3-20A, which is a 455 nanometer. So that's our blue light diode right there, 455 nanometers, and it's a 20 watt version. And here we've got another laser module. We'll go ahead and pull this guy out and see what's going on over here.
1064?
It must be. So let's take a look here. We've got the LR4-1A, which is 1064 nanometers, plus or minus 1.
So this one can apparently go into the R1 that we will be getting.
Okay, interesting. Well. Yeah, and this is 1300 milliwatt output, so it's a 1.3 watt IR module. Pretty low key. This is like a subtle IR. This isn't going to be doing anything crazy. We're not going to be cutting metal with this or anything like that. But the fact that they sent both is cool, and I like that they can be swapped. So we'll have to see how the R2 compares to the R1. You can see they're fairly different sizes. This is definitely cool. It's a cool thing to have. I'm not complaining about it. We have, what is this? What are you? Bottom protection plate. I think it's aluminum. I think it's like really thin, maybe like 0.2 millimeter, judging by the size.
Just to keep your bottom
keep your,
clean?
like, workspace clean, I'm assuming, yeah. We may or may not use that. The only thing that's lacking right off the bat, let's just take a peek underneath here. The only thing that I feel like might be lacking right off the bat is that there's like no screw holes in this whatsoever. So mounting might be difficult if you're trying to do like a jig or something. It is flat, which is nice, and I believe this actually comes up so you get the vertical pass through. I think I might need to, yeah, I'm just gonna snip these really quick. There's no way those stay there, right? So,
yeah, true.
Packed in here. Okay, do I have to remove this?
Probably.
I mean, I get it, it's compact, I'm not complaining, it's just, what is this connected to? Up. I found you, got it. All right, so we can move that out of the way. I've already scratched my nice bottom plate, so much for that. And yeah, so pass through here. And I guess one cool thing is, like, if you measure this space here, you could create an insert to like put down in there, because that would be steady, and then you could mount whatever you wanted to that.
It's a cute little guy.
Yeah, it's a cute little guy. I like it. It's definitely very well contained. It's got things I don't understand, like this bubble. What is that? I don't know. We're gonna find out in a full review, guys, but this was a super quick unboxing for something I'm pretty excited to have my hands on. It's been a long time since we got a new laser from Ortur. I've always really liked them. My powerhouse diode right now is the Laser Master 3, so we'll see how something like this stacks up against that. I do like my open lasers, so having a class 1 laser from Ortur is going to be a new experience, but from what I've seen out of the box so far, the build quality seems really great. I'm really excited to dig into it, so don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time we upload an episode. Smash the like button if you find this interesting, you want to see more of this guy. I know I do, and we'll get working on a fresh review right away. If you want to support the channel, masters.com .lasereverything.net. We really appreciate all our supporters over there for making this kind of content possible, and we will see you in the next one. Ortur R2 in the shop. Heyo.